Moving on, up to a dozen protesters have been arrested at an anti-fascist protest which turned violent in the German state of Lower Saxony. The anti-fascist rally was met by a protest staged by right-wing activists, which promoted the slogan, "Stop crime by foreigners." Germany has been hit by a spate of attacks, with a number of them committed by asylum seekers. And the recent terror acts have seen Chancellor Merkel come under heavy criticism for her open-door policy on refugees. Turkey has put forward another ultimatum to Brussels, saying that if it's not granted EU visa-free travel by October, Ankara will scrap its migrant deal with the bloc. The EU Commission President has echoed Turkey's words that the agreement is on the verge of collapse. And it seems Ankara should tread carefully when dealing with EU Commissioner Jean-Claude Juncker. In an interview with a Belgian newspaper, Juncker confessed that he has a little black book where he puts the names of all the people who have crossed him. Now, after the UK voted to leave the European Union, many feared high street retailers would suffer as British shoppers watched their pockets and what they took out of it. However, with a weaker pound, many foreign style hunters are taking advantage of the exchange rate to snap up bargains. Laura Smith went along and hit the sales too.
The world hasn't ended and the sun keeps on rising. This is London post-Brexit. Economists are still warning of a recession and a loss of investment. But one sector has seen an unexpected boost from Brexit: fashion. After the vote, the value of the pound plummeted, and a month on, it hasn't made up those losses. Not against the yuan, not against the dollar, and not against the euro. High-end London fashion retailer Wolf & Badger noticed the impact immediately.
We found there was a bit of a surge from American customers online instantly. You know, the average number of orders placed from the US had a rise of 35%. In 3 days. On the other hand, you know, people walking through the doors, maybe we didn't see a massive change in the number of people coming in, but there was a very different type of customer. It was very, you know, lots of Americans, lots of Asians.
Judging by Chinese media, the fashion set there was quick to spot the potential for a post-Brexit bargain bonanza.
A Burberry coat has become a lot more affordable now as it is priced in pounds, and I get paid in renminbi. The Brexit is good news for me.
My first thought after Brexit was that the Harrods summer sale kicks off tomorrow. This means discount after discount.
London's always a top global shopping destination, and nowhere more so than here at Harrods with its distinctive green and gold livery. So I've come here to see whether Brexit has made tourists change their spending habits.
The dollar goes further, yeah, it definitely goes further here.
Yeah, it's really good time to shop in UK because RMB is much stronger and also the summer sale. So we think, yeah, it's a good time to shop in here.
For these values, maybe it's not a big change. For, let's say, £1,000 or two, it's not a very big change. But for big values, I think that's the change.
I think maybe just a little bit advantage for the tourists. Yeah.
Back at Wolf and Badger, Di Gennaro is pleased by the strong sales, but fears for the future.
We need to look forward rather than backwards. But what really does affect us is that obviously if it becomes too hard to bring things into the country, or if it becomes more bureaucratic, or there's more obstacles, obviously that creates a cost that we didn't have before. And that's how the general fear is, that all of a sudden running a business becomes more expensive or harder, or it takes more people, it takes more man hours.
No one knows what Brexit will bring, but for now, shoppers and shops are making hay while the sun shines. Laura Smith, RT, London.
You're watching RT International. Sophie Coe is next. She quizzes Formula One founder Bernie Ecclestone about the competition's expansion out of Europe, and a female driver about what it takes to be a success in a male-dominated sport.